Hello, everybody, and welcome to Speed Gaming Live. Speed Gaming Prime, excuse me. We are live. This isn't SG Live yet, but my name is Tyler Salt. I'm joined in the booth here by Norse Maddie. Maddie, how are you?
I'm doing well. Looking forward to this race.
Yeah, absolutely. We got the Casual Boots Tournament, Group C. This happens to be my group. These are my group mates, Khloe, Prower, and Walther the Fourth. They just came off game one. This is game two of a doubleheader between them today. Khloe took the first race, and so we will be headed out here in this Casual Boots Tournament. Casual Boots, if you are not familiar, is a standard start, assured sword, and you start with the boots. It's pretty great. Very comfy mode. So we'll be starting off with escape, and here we go. As a matter of fact, thanks to T Sigma for helping with the restream, and to Professor Renderer for being our tracker today, hitting the buttons, keeping us honest.
Yeah, while we're doing the initial escape sequence that starts off every Casual Boot seed, just a quick bit about how the tournament works. Every group has 4 participants. The top 2 will move on to the bracket stage. Each player will play each other person in their group 2 times for a total of 6 races. So each race is pretty important.
Yeah, absolutely. This group, Group C, as we see Quake coming out of the secret passage chest here, is pretty even so far. Again, I'm the third member of the group, and then Iwola Koala is also in the group. This was Walther's. Game one was Walther's first race, so he is 0-1. Khloe is 1-1, having beaten Walther and lost to me the other day. I'm 1-1. Having beaten Khloe and lost to Iwola Koala. Iwola has only played that one match. So very even still, anybody's group here in Group C.
Yeah, very even so far. I would expect that to continue throughout the escape sequence at least.
Yeah, one would think. No insurmountable leads here. Gives us some time to. I like a standard start. Gives you as a runner some time to settle in to the seat, get warmed up. It's something that you should know how to do pretty cleanly for the most part. So we see the guards, I believe, are in is that the good prize pack or the magic prize pack?
It could be either one. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't pay attention to the other drops that they had.
I didn't see the first drop, yeah. There's a question in chat. Does Quake have any practical use other than potential dungeon access? In practice, no, not really. It will turn some enemies into like little jellies. So it has some niche uses in like big kill rooms, as most of the medallions do. But I would say it is the least useful of the 3 medallions.
Yeah, I almost never see it used outside of opening a dungeon, so.
Yeah. Like I said, if you are running out of, if you have very few options, then Quake can be a good one. But you almost always have something that's going to be more useful than Quake. Although I will say I did see Quake used, I think just the other day. In fact, I think it was in the race that I was doing commentary for yesterday, where the runners were forced into a pretty early fighter sword Aga Tower and didn't have a whole lot else going for them. And one of the runners used Quake in the first room to cut down on the nonsense that you have to do to beat those first 2 ball and chain guards. Yeah, Dark Turtles, I see, is another place where you'll see it as well. We get the free light cone in a standard start because you don't necessarily have the lamp like you would in the vanilla game. And a fun fact about that is that it persists. Say in the situation where your first glove is in the back of escape, and you need to go all the way back through. It won't come up in this particular case because we have the boots, and we'll be able to check back of escape. But in a regular standard start, maybe you don't get any bombs, you don't find the boots early, and your first glove's in the back of escape. If you go all the way through escape again, you will have the light cone.
Yeah, that's pretty handy, but like you said, luckily we won't have to deal with that. Even though we don't have any bombs going in here, we can open this up with the boots.
Hey, it's my favorite item in the game over in that first chest. The OK Boomerang.
And also a mushroom. I like turning those in early when they show up early like this.
Oh, yeah. Do that quick little fake flipper from Link's house in the swamp portal into the swamp waterfall there.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd do it before Kakariko Village, but when you're done with there and you're saving quitting, it's a good time for me.
Walther, having counted items, knows that this chest, and Khloe the same way, has the map. So we will just screw off from the sank chest and head out into the larger world. Walther has no need for that, for the tree pole or for the bush crab, just running right through it. Oh, there is a glove on the lumberjack ledge. We got ourselves an Agaseed, everybody.
Which is pretty funny because the match that they just had flippers on the lumberjack ledge. So
oh man,
two straight seeds where there's an item on the lumberjack ledge.
Casual Boots is notorious for Agaseeds, considering that you start with one of the items you need for Aga to be in logic anyway with that sword.
Yeah, and you start with the boots, which is what you need to get that lumberjack item.
That's exactly right. Yeah. Not much of note in Lost Woods, 3 bombs, and I think that was a single rupee at the mushroom spot. So we head on. Both of our runners look to be... Walther's headed into Kakariko. And so is Khloe. I was saying yesterday that I've heard talk of an emergent meta to skip CAC in Casual Boots, set up a water walk, go into that portal, go into that whirlpool, and do South Shore before going into Kakariko Village. But you know.
Yeah, the one issue with that is that you can very easily orphan Zora because it's going to be difficult to gather enough money beforehand to do that. So
that is true.
But if you find a flute or something, it can make it worth it. There's a nice hammer.
Blind's Hut coming through with hammer and powder.
Obligated now to check the magic bat before we leave with those two.
Will they remember, though? Is the thing. Sometimes, you get that early and it's like, oh man, crap, I was supposed to check magic bat.
And a shovel. Oh, so we're getting everything here. All the fetch quests.
Fetch Quest City. $20 from the bottle vendor. So chances are we're going to need to come back here at some point. If nothing else, then potentially to activate a flute, go to Sick Kid if we don't get a bottle here.
I think we got a bottle in Zelda Cell.
Oh, did we?
Thought I saw that. I think a blue potion. We'll find out shortly if they go up this check sick kid.
Yeah, I guess we will. We will know that for sure. Oh, Professor just didn't bother to track it. Cool. And it's full heart. Not a big deal. Now Will. All right, good. Walther is remembering to check Magic Bat. And so is Khloe. Good job to both of our owners for that.
Yeah, so we'll only have to come back to Keck for a fluid activation if necessary. Until we've got Dark World access.
Right. What does Magic Bat have for us today? It's probably nothing. But no, it's a Master Sword. Aga intensifies.
Yeah, well, with that glove there, you're going to want to do it as soon as possible, really. So,
Right.
The sooner you get the access, the better, in this case.
Yep, we could be... Now we're just looking for a lamp. Oh, the fire rod in a pinch.
Yeah, I would believe that both of these runners can do Dark Aga, but it's not ideal. You'd rather not if you don't have to. And with that glove there, I gotta imagine the lamp's going to show up sooner or later.
Look at Walther grabbing this $20 off of the library ledge just to get a little bit closer to Zora money. And our runner's running out of the CAC area to go check that shovel before saving and quitting. With a glove being on Lumberjack, do you assume that that's your first glove and rush Aga?
I think I would,
Yeah.
if I get a lamp, because...
Yeah, I mean, yeah, provided you find a fire source, yeah. Walther running out. I think saving and quitting's faster. But whatever, it doesn't really...
It might be, but it's not a big difference.
I do know that Walther has taken several months off of Rando. I think you were saying that we were talking in the green room before we started that Walther hasn't really played a ton since the end of the last league season. And we were a little surprised to see him, delighted to see him back. Walter's a great member of the community, but a little surprised to see him in this tournament. So we'll see if there's any rust for Walter to shake off as we find Blue Mail here at the dam.
Yeah, that's a nice to have item there.
Never going to turn that down when it's right there. Mails effectively double your health.
I was wondering if either one of them might take that mail and go over to Regina, but no. We're going to do a very, very standard thing here.
Ooh, Tempered Sword. And if we didn't have Zora money before, we certainly do now. There's another 300 in there. Although, I guess we've got the boots, so we could just set up a water walk and go do those Zora checks. I used to be like all about a fake flipper, especially if I had Zora money. I've kind of been off it a little bit more lately. How are you feeling about fake flipper these days?
I like doing it when I have the boost to do the water walk. In that case, if I have Zora money, I'll just actually skip the man on the bridge. And,
yeah, I've been leaning towards doing that as well.
But without the boots, I've stopped really doing it because the penalty now for getting hit can be quite severe with the change that they made recently to how fake flippering works if you get hit.
Half magic in Ice Rod Cave. Nice quality of life item there. And both of our runners have set up a water walk, and they're going to hop down here. Khloe not even checking the island. Walther is going to give us a peek at that. It is just some more money. Oh no, got PC
Oh,
hearted. Same thing's gonna happen to Walther here. So unfortunately, we lose the water walk coming out of there.
yeah. So it's a little extra time to get to Zora. It's not devastating, but it's a little unfortunate.
Yeah. We've got 20 rupees up on the ledge, so we don't need to worry about that. Both of our runners will be headed up here to King Zora. Just one more piece of heart there from King Zora, and we are done. Presumably heading over to the Eastern Palace area. Not many other places you can go unless you want to go straight to Aga with no lamp or fire rod. That seems a little aggressive.
I think it would be, yeah. Especially without just at least checking Saw's closet.
There's our map check there with pendants at Eastern and Hera, the green pendant up at Hera, and a blue crystal at Desert Palace. And we are headed into Eastern Palace because we got not much else.
Yeah, this isn't as bad with Easter being a pendant because you don't want to come back anyway. The only thing that's going to be there is, if we leave an item on our most nights, but when is there anything there?
Lamp's just sitting at Agahnim. Oh, no, never mind. There it is. Now, there's an interesting question. You might think about bailing. This is a pendant. Right? Like, you don't have the bow. It's a pendant. You might just bail.
Yeah, I think the only reason I don't is that I don't have a Moon Pearl.
Yeah,
And
that's fair. Yeah.
the glove by itself is not really opening anything else to do, so other than, a pyramid ledge once you beat Aga. I suppose it will open the mountain up. You could do a couple mountain checks, but I think I still stay here.
Yeah, I don't think I would have the guts to quit at this point. I mean, it's, it's definitely Aga. There's a glove on Lumberjack. It's just a question of, like, when do you do it? So maybe you find that other glove. But it's probably the glove with the Moon Pearl up on the mountain somewhere.
Yeah, I think in my case, I'm going to do Castle Tower right after I finish this up.
I think so as well. Yeah, and looks like that's where our runners will be headed. And that's where Khloe's going. Walther's going to grab some hearts first.
Yeah, I mean the only I think the literally only other thing you could do would be to go to Agahnim cave, and
Yeah,
that's a long.
That just seems like a bad time investment.
Yeah, it does. When you need to do this anyway, this castle tower. So
yeah, it would be nice to see something like as chat said, it'd be nice to see something like hookshot or mirror on the pyramid ledge. Good question. Also from a chat. No, we have not seen a mushroom turn in.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they did not do that.
I was saying earlier about that fighter sword Aga tower sucks. Tempered sword Aga tower, on the other hand, very nice.
Yeah, this is fine. We'll get through this pretty easily, I think.
Yeah, don't even need to worry about aggroing the guards, because you can kill them in one swipe anyway. You got a boomerang, so you can do some of the NMG strats. I am a little surprised we didn't see a mushroom turn in from either runner.
Yeah, but I mean, it is also one check, and it does take a little bit of time to do, so.
Yeah, that's true. You don't need to worry about doing a hard reset either, since we've already checked Magic Bat. So you don't need to worry about that. Oh, that's sick red boomerang usage. You love to see it.
Both done the exact same thing the entire way through the seat so far, which all of it makes a lot of sense, but still, like, no differences at all.
You want to guess how many blue balls?
3?
3's average. That's good. I'll say 2. I'll say 2. Oh, there's one. Aga's lazy today. Just staying in the same spot 3 times in a row. That's awesome.
And he's just like, you're gonna kill me anyway. Why do I gotta move?
There's blue ball number 2. Yeah, Walther's made up a good chunk of time in this Aga Tower. Wow, what a lazy Aga. That's the biggest move that he's made the entire fight. There's 3. And he stays put again. What the hell is this?
Lazy Ag is what you want to see if he's gonna do all those blue balls.
Great. Yep, so 3 blue balls, just exactly average. No refill since we don't have the Moon Pearl. And there's the Moon Pearl!
Oh, we do have the Moon Pearl.
So at this point, we hop down. Yeah, both of our runners are going to hop down, activate that Moon Pearl, and head down and do the South Dark World checks. Do your Hype Cave, do your Stumpy, your Dig Game. And a map check. We got red crystals at Skull and TR, and then a pendant at Swamp Palace. Johnny 2 bombs with 10 arrows today, and in his cave we got some red mail and a whole lot of nothing. Red mail's nice. 2 out of 10 hype today.
We're definitely good on money as well. We don't need we don't even need that 300 we got in there, but
you'll notice I did not refer to it as Hype Cave, Professor.
It's just cave.
Version 18 cave, yeah. Yeah, Cave 73 is its old style Ian Albert Maps number, so we can refer to it like Cave 45, Cave 73. And a whole lot of nothing there from Dig Game.
Yep, so I think we grab our glove and then probably run into do some Village of Outcasts.
Yeah, head into Village of Outcasts. So very little opportunity for divergence for our runners.
And the other thing they could do is go and do a couple mountain checks, but
yeah, but they're going to be as we've got my old from the first run around in the mentor tournament. My mentor Kern is in chat, and something that Kern taught me that stuck with me is always think about what makes your what can make your checks better, right? And going up the mountain without a hook shot or a mirror to make it better feels bad. So we're probably going to be headed into Village of Outcasts, Skull Woods. Not much else going on here. Shoutouts to Kern. Oh, both of our runners making liars out of me, though.
All right, yeah,
headed up the mountain.
Neither of them were mentored by Kern.
No, they weren't. This is, I gotta say, this is questionable. I probably wouldn't do this at this point. You are right here, and you are gonna have to go up anyway, but you might find the flute, you know? And you got a full clearable crystal there in Thieves Town just sitting there. Alright, Kern lying to me, apparently. Big fan of early mountain plays before you have Hook or Mirror. I guess you are going to have to make this climb up to Spec Rock once, no matter what. So, Walther making good use of that bomb to save some time on that mirror. There's the Ice Rod sitting up on Spec Rock, so we will be needing that at some point.
Yeah, so that tells us that we will be requiring the mirror, which wasn't necessarily true before with Swamp being a pendant.
That does make you feel bad, right? If you see Swamp as a pendant, I love having the mirror. I'll never say no to having the mirror, but when Swamp is a pendant and you know that you're going to need the mirror for something else anyway, always makes me a little suspicious. Yeah, we're pretty close to synced here. Coming up on 30 minutes in. Khloe gonna be headed into our first real divergence of the run, going into Skull Woods first. I will say I'm a big fan of treating the Skull Woods like it's the overworld and doing it every time, no matter what. But I think in this case, I would do Thieves Town first. Because if you find a Fire Rod in Thieves Town, you can just full clear Skull Woods, one-shot it. So I like committing to doing Skull Woods early, but I would do it before, or I do it after Thieves in this scenario, since you've already been down to dig game and the southern Dark World checks. It seems to me like this is a little bit more efficient to do it in the order that Walther's doing it.
Yeah, for me it's a tough call. I could see doing either one, honestly, and it really it can really benefit you if you do this early and there's something there, and your opponent just waits for Fire Rod to go in the Skull Woods.
Oh, sure, yeah, but I think that, you know, I guess it depends on, you don't have it's not like you have a mirror or the cape to push you up through the North Dark World. But Thieves Town doesn't get any faster than it is right now. You know, and if you're gonna do, like, you know, I guess, like, the thing is, are you gonna find the Fire Rod in Thieves Town or the Mitts in Skull Woods, which might push you back down farther? But I'm not even sure that the Mitts, without the mirror, I don't know that the Mitts are gonna push me towards the Smiths here anyway. Now check out the big brain on Kern in chat. Go to Skull Woods if it has progress. Otherwise, you skip it. Makes sense. Oh, there are the Mitts! There are the Mitts.
Yeah, although, like you said, the Smith chain is very unappealing without a mirror.
Never skip Skull Woods, folks. Yeah, but it's the Smith chain, extremely unappealing. Those Mitts actually don't open up a ton right now. I think literally only King's Tomb, logically.
Yeah,
and the
Smith
Smiths,
yeah.
and the Smith, yeah. the Smiths and Purple Chest. But those are the only things. Hammer pegs, true. But
yeah,
nobody wants to do mirrorless Smiths, so. Ooh, a bow in C-shaped house, which Walther went into Thieves Town without going into C-shaped house. He'll do C-shaped house on his way out. That bow is nice to have. So now we've got a full clearable crystal in Palace of Darkness. Did we get all 3 items out of Eastern, or is there an item on Armos?
That's a great question.
I know we saw at least 2 items, because there was the pearl, or not the pearl, there was the lamp, and then there were 10 arrows in the big chest. Okay, chat is saying that we got all 3. Thank you, chat. Yeah. As always, chat is the real MVP.
There we are, not going to do Armos Knights when we go and do Pod.
No.
Especially without a mirror, because that's...
Nobody wants that.
No.
Hey, Maddie, did you know Blind is a scripted fight? If you start it the same way, it goes the same way every time.
I did know that, yes. I'd heard that once or twice.
Very well done by Walther.
Yeah.
Textbook Blind scripts. 10 arrows there. And he is out.
No room for improv from Blind today. So he's Walter's definitely going to go to the C-shaped house and get that bow, and then it'll be a decision whether he wants to continue and do the front of Skull Woods or just immediately go to Pod.
That's a good point. Getting this bow now is like, well, maybe you screw out.
And now it looks like he's going to go and do the front of Skull Woods anyway, even with the bow.
This is, I think, a good decision and the right decision. Good job by Walther. Our runners will be more or less in the same place. Still not a ton of real meaningful divergence here. They're both going to be doing the same stuff, just in a different order. Yeah,
then I strongly anticipate that they'll both end up being in Pod at the same time.
Oh, I would imagine.
By the end of this,
the only question being, like, would say Khloe, who's going to be closer, think about picking up the Smith and turning him in before going to pod. But I think that's, you know, I wouldn't do that personally.
Yeah, I mean, I never attempt to guess what people are going to do because they surprise me all the time. But
that's a fair point.
Given the way that they've both kind of skipped stuff like Mushroom and Agahnim Cave, things like that or King's Tomb, I think they'll put off still. Those little one-off things. They've kind of made a commitment to skipping them so far.
Yes, Khloe will be closer. There's that emote that I wanted to see. Hey, Dunka. And Walther is out. Not going to head back down for...
Thought about heading down and decided against it.
He did think about it. He walked out. We'll see what Khloe does as Walther makes his way towards Palace of Darkness. Well, Chloe's going to check the other... Khloe put off here chess game and the brewery. So we'll see those checks first. So Walther has built himself a little bit of a lead here through those two dungeons. Things went a little bit more smoothly for him than they did for Khloe. And looks like Chloe's got out the hammer, at least gonna do hammer pegs here. So this is something that Walther skipped. And looks like not punished for it. And Khloe is going to nope out. Which I think that they're making the right decision there, I think.
Yes, I definitely totally fine with doing hammer picks. Would not be interested in doing the Smith chain, though.
Nope. Khloe going down to the swamp portal, I think is slower. I think that's slower than doing the Aga portal if you've got the Aga portal open. But it's probably pretty close.
Yeah, it's not always easy to remember that you have the Aga portal because you don't have it in most of your rando seeds. So
yeah, true that. All right, so far nothing of note. Pod, one of those dungeons where most of the value is going to be in the back usually. There's a maximum of 2 items in the first 6 checks. 4 of those items have to be small keys. Yeah,
and two of those items could be map and compass as well. So
right, or they could be small keys.
They could. Yeah, you can. There's tales told of a mythical 6 key.
The mythical 6 key front of pod. Yeah. All right, there's our second item, though, in the front. A full heart container. So this last check for Walther, small key. Khloe gonna route this slightly differently. But it'll work out essentially the same.
Yeah, I think Khloe trying to check every other. Well, no, actually, just going to.
I mean, this
Follow
is
the
how I
keys
normally. This is how I normally route it without the mirror. You know, if you get a key, open the first chest, open the front door. Walther, on the other hand, got the key in the shooter room chest, and then went straight to the bow side. But it all works out. It's not. I don't know that it's super makes a ton of difference.
Yeah, I think Walter's route, he was hoping to find like a couple of items and knowing that he can then skip that.
Speaking of the mirror.
Yeah, there's that mirror.
So far, a pretty linear seed here. Not many big choices that our runners have had to make. That mirror unlocks a couple one-off checks at this point. K45 and Graveyard Ledge. Without the flippers, doesn't get us into pod. Does get us that ice rod up on Spec Rock. Gets us access to the big thing that it gets us access to is Tower Hera and East Death Mountain.
Yeah, there's.
I would imagine our runners are going there next because not many other options for them there.
Yeah, that's what I have to imagine. I mean, now the Smith chain's a little bit more palatable, and you can loop in the K45 check along with it, but
you're not going to do that over the entire mountain.
No, I don't think so. But
that's a good question from Masked Critic in chat that I don't know the answer to. Is it faster to bonk unbonkable bomb walls or to bomb them? I usually bonk on them just to save the bomb, if nothing else, but I don't know if it's faster. It's a good question. Yeah, it depends on how early you pull out the bomb. I would imagine it depends on how far away you bonk. If you can do anything else while the bomb is getting ready to explode. All right, while they're on the way down to Helmasaur King.
Yeah, looking like that mirror is the only prize here, but that's a big one.
I believe there is an item on Helma, if I counted correctly.
Yeah, I think that's true.
We got 2 sets of 10 arrows, a heart container, and the mirror. All right, here's Helma King. 17 hammers to the mask. Then 4 tempered sword slashes. Or 8 arrows.
He just sat there and waited to die. Very, very nice.
Good guy, Helma. Good guy, Helma. And there's crystal number 2 for Walther, and that 5th item, a full heart container. And I imagine we're headed up the mountain next.
Yeah, well, we have that convenient save and quit spot with
that's true.
Old Man done. So yeah.
Well, no, we got a mirror first though. We beat Naga. We have the mirror.
That's
Walther
true.
Remembering.
I would probably forget the first time.
It's happened to all of us multiple times. How much of Pendant Hera do you do here?
Well, it really depends. I might go and do East Death Mountain first, and if I don't get anything, I think I'm going to do Hera.
That sounds reasonable. It's the green pendant, you know. If you're gonna climb in here, you're gonna kill Moldorm. It's fast. You got Tempered Sword. Not really that dangerous. But yeah, I think I would agree. I would consider checking the first two locations in here. But then you definitely don't climb until you've been over here, thinking, hey, maybe you get hookshot. Oh no, it's Walther.
Oh, the dead rock right into the bridge.
Khloe has no trouble with their Helma fight. And we'll be hot on Walther's skins. Yeah, just use Quake. Yeah, 5-head.
I think that's a book up there on the floating island.
Ooh. We'll be grabbing that. Another great reason to do East Death Mountain first, as we see Khloe forgetting to mirror first. Gonna have to double save and quit here. Walther making their way through Cinnamon Roll Cave. For the other boomerang.
Yeah, I think that was the book. That was the only. It was only the very bottom that I could see there on Walter's screen, but it looked like a book. So now Walter going here through Paradox and got the portal set up to afterwards be able to jump down and go back through Super Bunny. We'll do hook shot, all these mountain checks all at once. And Khloe going into Tower of Hera first. All right, maybe just the front. We'll see. There is the other bow. We got silver arrows now. Meanwhile, it looks like Walter pulled the hook shot out of Paradox Cave. So, with a Swampa a pendant, we don't necessarily have to go to the back there, but nice to have the hook shot for the end of the game if you can't hover or do Moldorm bounce.
Oh, there's that hook shot. Where'd that end up being? Sorry, to step away for a second.
It's a Paradox Cave.
Of course it is. Oh, and
And
the flute! Looks like we got a Bombos medallion as well. So this is one of those examples of how sequencing is important in Rando, right? Because Walther, having come over here to the eastern side of the mountain first, is going to have a faster Hera climb if he decides to do it, since he'll have the hook shot for Hera Pot, and will be able to check the Ether tablet without having to backtrack.
And we have we also have all of the medallions now, so we don't need to even worry about which one you need to get into Turtle Rock or Mire.
Nice. I don't know if Khloe got dead rocked out of seeing the book there. I was going to do this a little differently. Going to go and open the TR portal. So yeah, just all we need is Somaria and a Fire Rod, and and logically the flippers. But
Yes.
we can fake flipper into IP if we want. In fact, it'd be great if we never found the flippers. Because if we don't find the flippers, then there's nothing. Then there's nothing that we need in Skullwoods.
Yeah, we'd rather not go to Swamp Palace. So.
Swamp Palace. That's what I mean. Not Skullwoods.
Yeah. I do. Yeah.
I usually don't make that mistake in that direction. Usually I make it in the other direction. Really nice super speed Harapot there from Walther. Making up a little bit more time, building that lead. Looks like there is an item in Hera basement, huh?
Yeah, I believe that's true, and Khloe did not go get it.
No, they did not.
We'll see if Walter also skips it. He's gotten a lot out of this mountain trip already. Alright, so we are done with hair. We're not doing the basement.
And Walter's done with the mountain entirely. Where are we headed next? It's like King's Tomb.
Yeah, quick stop off in King's Tomb, activate the flute. As far as crystal dungeons, we can get full clear both ice and desert.
All right, we are activating that flute. I would imagine the mire area is next. Gonna jump down here real quick, check Desert Ledge. It's crap.
I'd probably like to find the Cane of Somaria before having to go into Ice Palace, so you can do that icebreaker trick.
Sure. Mire Shed not the answer though, but I imagine we're going to be dipping out here and beating a Desert Palace. Khloe gonna run back over and check ether tablets. We see a shield, our first item in Desert Palace, on the torch. Noping out on that.
Yeah, no thanks. Not worth the time to go bonk that torch.
No. All that gets you is potentially a mirror shield. Now you know you're not gonna get a mirror shield. Khloe, hopping back into the Dark World. Perhaps going to do Spike Cave. Yes, Khloe is doing Spike Cave. This is something that Walter skipped.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, there's the fire rod.
All right. Well, we are
One
just
step closer.
Cane of Somaria away from our flipperless go mode.
Oh man, that would be so good. Yeah. Somaria can never be in TR. Professor. Somaria locks the whole dungeon. But you are correct that in this instance, Somaria cannot be in TR. It's just because it can never be in there. In non-entrance. It can be in there in entrance. Or inverted, I guess.
Yeah, that's true, but not in this mode.
Yeah, not playing either of those. Yeah, so TR is empty. Will not have anything that we absolutely need to win the seed. Down goes Landmo for crystal number 3 for Walter. I would imagine a Skull Woods is next. Khloe turning in that mushroom, which we haven't seen yet, so this is new.
Yeah, this is wait to get the flute is and do this. It's pretty fast. At least faster with the flute, but nothing there.
And our last Sphere Zero check at Agina's Cave in the 57th minute. Another bottle.
Yeah.
So go kill Moth next, I think. And then I'd consider fake flippering into Ice Palace at this point. Because Somaria could very easily be in there.
I think that yeah, I'm going to do that because if Samara's in Ice Palace, you're in go mode. So
yeah,
and then you complete Ice Palace without the flippers. So
yep. Walther, however, is looks like not gonna do that and not head to Skull right away anyway. Perhaps gonna go do Catfish into Graveyard Ledge into Skull Woods here. So this is our first real opportunity, and the mushroom here, yeah, because Walther decided to do that this way. Little mirror bonk setup. We love to see that. So Walther being a little conservative here, clearing out some of these out of the way overworld locations, instead of I might have done Skull Woods first and think about even just walking out of there or mirroring and fluting out of there to get back into Dark World, do these the other way. But I could see it either way.
yeah, it looks like
just doing Catfish.
Just came up here to do Mushroom and Catfish.
All right. I sort of like that less now. And, and we're gonna turn in the green pendant. You know, I can see not wanting to go into Ice Palace out of logic, right? Like I understand. In this particular case, though, when Swamp is a pendant and you might not need the flippers, I think it gives you a lot of information to do that.
Yeah, I think once I get one item from Go mode, minus flippers, and yeah, Swamp is a pendant, I think I'm going into Ice, but
doing Skull first is extremely defensible.
Yeah.
I believe the mitts were the only item in here.
So Khloe got the fire rod, completed desert.
Well, they're doing smith chain now. Oh, they found the other item in Skull. Okay.
Okay, so then there's no reason to do Skull
There's
Woods.
no reason to do Skull at this point, right?
Except that you have to do it. So it really doesn't matter when you do it, honestly.
It doesn't matter when you do it, yeah. It just doesn't... And we know Pyramid Fairy is dead because Somaria is the only thing that we need.
Right.
All right, Walther getting us some new information turning in the Smiths. We haven't seen that yet. We'll see where Khloe brings themselves to. And Khloe is making that play into Ice Palace. This is our first real divergence of the seed.
Yeah, if the Cane of Somaria is here, then Khloe will suddenly have a pretty big advantage. Walter is just hoping that it's on one of these other overworld checks, and then he will just be able to go mode the rest of the seed.
Bottle number 3, Walters can pick that up. Got a free green potion in it.
I believe he's got one of each of the 3 colors now in his 3 bottles.
Balanced. You like to see it. Oh no, Walther's leaving behind the purple chest. Don't worry, it's a trick. The chest is still there, it's just invisible.
As long as he mirrors here on this screen and hands it off. Oh, there's another shield. Could have been the mirror shield.
And Bombo's tablet gonna finish out this route for Walther. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, well.
Oh no. Oh, at least he's gonna do Ice Palace first now. But that's definitely something you do not want to see. Because now Somaria could just be in Swamp Palace.
Yeah, we have everything we need to full clear it. That's great.
And worst case scenario, as Professor Rennerer pointing out in chat, worst case scenario is that Samaria's on ped.
Well, we don't want to think about that yet. Got a lot to do still.
Looks like Khloe already has all 3 items out of here. None of them were the Cane of Somaria. Oh, excuse me. No, going to... doesn't have the big key.
Yeah, it doesn't have
Doesn't have the big key. So going to Iced Tea first. Not getting that small key. Oh, all right. Can the big T? That's it. Can the big key be in the big chest in Ice Palace? I didn't think that it could.
I don't think so.
Oh, Khloe hasn't done the right side, of course, because they did an icebreaker.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't think that you could that the big key was could be in the big chest. I was pretty sure that it was logically required in here, and it is. Yeah, could have Kane in the vanilla big key chest, the icebreaker chest, everyone's favorite. So Khloe tried to skip the left side, seems like. There's the big key. Walther going to do the right side first, which is the more conventional routing. Just the compass there in the big key chest, though. I think we found both small keys in chests, so that means that Cold Stare won't be Somaria locked. Not that that means a ton in this situation.
Yeah, this is not Kane locked.
But Chet's saying that heart container there is the last item.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, but
it doesn't really matter. Yeah. All right, are you going to Swamp? You kind of have to, right?
Well,
it's Swamp or Mire. Those are really the choices here.
Well, if I'm Khloe, I can't because I don't have the flippers.
Oh, true.
So their choice is going to be Smith Chain or Mire.
Yeah. What do you do in that scenario? I mean, Mire's 2 items, right? But Kane could easily be in there.
It's the more aggressive play.
It is the more aggressive play. Flippers were on Bombo's tablets, which Walther did along with the rest of Smith Chain before coming here to Ice Palace. Khloe decided to fake Flipper in here, hoping that the Kane was in here that would put them in go mode. But alas, that is not the case. There's crystal number 4 for Khloe. Well, they're hot on their tail.
Yeah, and if they have to do the Smith Chain to get the flippers, that's it's a bit of time that Walter's already taken. So
okay, so Culture did have a small key, so we were supposed to have the Kane before coming in here. But I don't think that actually means anything in this case.
Okay, yeah. We didn't find any additional items here, so.
Yeah. Khloe with an unorthodox Saha mirror spot there, but definitely a quick one.
Yeah, I've actually never seen that, but I think that's faster than what I normally do.
I mean, I think it's probably faster to... because they went through the Aga portal to get there.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm, in the pod area and going to mirror, I think.
But if you're not going to pod, then why would you go all the way to the Dark World to do it? I think you just
that's fair.
If you're just flute to 5 and run over there. So Khloe's gonna go beat Skullwoods, gonna go beat Moth, maybe do a ped check.
Yeah, I think this Moth kill is probably all about getting that ped check done and just making sure that they don't need to go and get all those dungeons completed.
How likely is Ped Cane? I mean, it's not super likely. There are a bunch of other places for it to be, but it's definitely plausible. Walter, on the other hand, being a little bit more aggressive and is headed straight to Misery Mire. Another critical decision point in this seed for our runners. Which one of these plays is going to work out?
Yeah, I don't quite blame him for not wanting to go in the swamp. It's a long dungeon.
I mean, swamp sucks. I think I don't mind this, 'cause especially with this dungeon being Misery Mire, right? The chances are pretty good that you're gonna have to clear most of, if not all of, the front looking for the big key anyway. You know, so like double dipping Mire and double dipping Mire is not as punishing as some other dungeons, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
And there's a big reward if you find if you find the cane in here, you're done. You just get to finish it and go. So I like this play from Walter over the pet check, especially in Khloe's position because Khloe doesn't have the flippers yet. Well, we shall get the answer right here. Speed Gaming chat, it's your favorite place, the pedestal. Just Couchcast, move along. Ped is dead. Long live Ped. And this is Smith Chain for Khloe. Will lead to those flippers eventually. Neither runner has been to Graveyard Ledge. We could see that from Khloe here first.
Yeah, Khloe hasn't done Graveyard or Catfish, I believe.
Or King's Tomb, I think. So they are going to go up there first.
They haven't done King's Tomb either. So this is 3 checks that they haven't done. We know that there's not the cane here, but they don't know that, so...
Well, neither Walter didn't do Graveyard Ledge either, so
true.
this is new. Looks like we got one item out of Mire so far, a piece of heart in the lobby chest. And there's item number 2. It's a red rupee. Arcane is elsewhere. Probably in Swamp Palace.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be the Swamp Palace or Graveyard Ledge.
Yeah, this is going to be big for Khloe. Khloe really needs the cane to be here, or else they are in a sizable hole. Moment of truth. Ooh, no, it's the magic cape. That's not going to do it.
No, so I think we're going to find it here in Swamp Palace, and that puts Walter in a very, very good position here.
Yeah, very strong position for Walter, looking to split this series. Khloe won game 1 earlier today. So as we are hunting for our Go Mode item, let's do a little bit of a reset. Welcome to Speed Gaming Prime. For those of you just joining us, my name is Tyler Salt. Here, joined in the booth by Norse Maddie. We've got Professor Renderer tracking for us in this Link to the Past Randomizer Casual Boots Tournament race in Group C between Khloe Prower and WaltherIV. We are in a cane hunt. Just need that cane of Somaria. And it's looking like Walter is gonna find it first. It is almost certainly going to be here in Swamp Palace. We've seen just about everywhere else. I'm not even sure there's anything in here that could lead us elsewhere for the Kane. So Walter in a very strong position to take game 2 of this series between game 2 of their 2 matchups in the group stage. The other 2 people in Group C are Awala Koala and, oh, hey, me. I'm the other person in this group.
Yeah, so this is eventually going to lead Khloe to the flippers, and then they'll probably go right in the swamp from there. But even with the Skullwoods completion advantage, Walter's in the lead here.
Oh, Awala Koala bringing up, Kane could still be in Hera Basement. Neither of our runners checked Hera Basement. There is an item in there.
Forgot about that. Oh my goodness, yeah.
But yeah, Kane is either here in Swamp or it is in Hera Basement. Those are the only checks left that we haven't seen. Let's see. Khloe checked Spike Cave. Walter did not. And we know Pet is dead because Khloe gave us that information. Khloe about to get their flippers here on Bombo's tablet. We'll be pretty close here if they decide to head right into Swamp. Walter spending a little bit of time getting that diver down set, but does get it with the bombs. And Khloe's headed right into Swamp, so we got ourselves a race. Walter's deciding to do the left side first. If Khloe puts off left side, goes straight to the back, we could have an even closer race. And Walter's still got to beat Moth. And Khloe still has to go through most of Misermire looking for a big key. We are Kane from Go. And it is not on left side. Khloe could make up a little bit of time. Both runners have cleared Skullwoods, gotten all the chests out of it. Walter just needs to go back and beat Moth. Meyer Big was in the Compass chest, the North Firelock chest. So not too deep. Probably
not the worst spot, but yeah, not the best spot.
No. But it's the best spot for it if it's not going to be a Godmire, because that's going to be the next check that you make, almost certainly. There's the Kane, and we are out of here at 1 hour, 17 minutes, 20 some odd seconds. Walter the fourth, our first runner, in go mode. Big moment here. Will Khloe go straight to the back or spend some time on a barren left side swamp?
Still pending.
Still pending. Gonna check the compass chest here first. Unfortunately, is going left.
Yeah.
So Walter is going to have the biggest lead that Walter could have here. I would say advantage sticks with Walter. Khloe having a little trouble with left side diver down. There's only one bomb left. That'll do it. There you go. But not going to be able to do diver down in the back now.
Yeah, neither of these items are a set of bombs, so yeah, a little bit of the longer, more conventional route to get to that flooded chest where we know the Canis Somaria is.
Yeah, it's almost too bad that Khloe got diver down there, because not having it would have been better. Would have sent them to the back.
Yeah, they would have. Well, they wouldn't have had the key, so they would have been.
Oh, that's a good point. They would have had a mirror. Yeah, not great.
They would have been in a much worse shape, yeah, than just doing this.
Worse. You're right. Never mind. I believed chat.
All right, Walter just. Oh
go
yeah,
ahead.
Go ahead.
This is hard, folks. It's hard to talk, not to talk at the same time.
Walter finishing up Vinny. Going to go and do Skull Woods, and then we'll be ready to enter GT.
Oh, we gotta do TR first. Gotta do TR first.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, how would skip that?
Just skip TR. I'm going to do a little plug here as we see this vanilla NMG swamp from Khloe Prower. Did you know, like, are you interested in NMG, but would rather be able to do diver down an icebreaker and play with a quick swap, and you hate mashing? Well, did you know that there is now a speedrun.com leaderboard for Randomizer vanilla preset? Using the competitive rule set, you too can. Where's Khloe going? Khloe, you beat this already. Getting the bomb refill. All right, never mind. Big brain by Khloe. Did you know that you can now run Randomizer NMG using the competitive rule set? You get quick swap, you get diver down, you get icebreaker. You don't have to mash. It's a lot of fun, I dare say. Definitely me trying to get more people to run it.
I appreciate the lack of text boxes. That saves a lot.
Mashing text boxes is not fun. It's not fun. All right, Khloe into Mire just about when Walter is finishing up Skull. That's a 3-cycle Mire 2 for Khloe. It's important to not start going north in that room until you kill that first Wizrobe, because going north at that point means that starts the cycle for the other Wizrobe. So if you can kill that first Wizrobe before starting to move north in the room, you'll be in a better spot. Walter with the lead, making his way through these Denrock over to quote unquote go mode TR. You know, there's not a ton that you can do.
Yeah, not one of the best go mode dungeons.
It's not like it's key sanity. Go moding in TR and key sanity is great. You get to potentially key dash the Chain Chomps room, which is a lot of fun. My favorite key dash in the game. But when you're still looking for all of the keys, not a ton that's faster in Go mode. You just hope that you can skip Laser Bridge, basically. Khloe about to get their Meyer Big. Oh no, Khloe went lobby chest first and is now gonna go get their Meyer Big here from the compass chest. Let's get an idea of Walter's lead. Walter into TR at 124.37.
This Meyer Big location at least is nice because it leads you right to this this path right to the back.
Yeah, exactly. It's nice that there's a nice path to. It's nice and easy to get to Vitreous, regardless of which direction. Regardless of where the big key is, there's always a nice path there.
Yeah.
Khloe did not trigger Spooky, at least on that first hit. Looks like did they get it? Yes. Okay, so they did have it. They just missed it in the first room.
It can be a little touchy sometimes. Silver Arrows makes this fight trivial.
Oh, so good. There's the other Kane in Chain Chomp's room. I think we did get the TR big key, so we get to steal the Pokey key here.
Yeah, that'll at least increase our odds of being able to skip Laser Bridge entirely.
Yes. And lets us skip the big chest.
It does, except for those 3% situations.
Yeah, it's true.
If small keys are on both the lava chest here and the big key chest, then you need to grab that big key chest, small key.
And Walther, not taking that chance, is going to check the big chest here. If there's a small key here, then you get to skip laser. You get to skip not only Laser Bridge, but you get to skip Crystal Roller Room too.
Yes. So this is probably on average slower, but there are some there is some advantage to doing it sometimes.
Well, no.
And it prevents the worst case scenario as well of having to come back and get it, and which feels real bad, takes a long time.
So Walter's going to have a little bit more than 3-minute lead here. 3.5 minutes, give or take. So with an extreme difference in GT Big Key routing, could bring that back down a little bit. I think a normal difference in GT Big Key routing would not bite into that too much. It would then be an execution question. Walter did get a small key in Crystal Roller Room, is able to skip Laser Bridge. Headed right back to TR, or to Try Next rather. And overall, I think we'd say that Walter's execution has been a little bit cleaner throughout this race. Though not a huge difference between them, I would say.
No, I think they're very close, and there's like a couple of sequencing-ish things that came up that helped Walter as well.
Yeah, that's true. Walter's mountain routing was a little bit more efficient. All right, there's crystal number 7. You know what time it is, chat. It's time for the Ganon's Tower Big Key guessing game. Put a number between 1 and 22 in the chat, and if that's the number chest where Walter finds the big key, you win imaginary internet points. Congratulations. What can you buy with internet points? If you find out, let me know. Walter into TR at 1 hour, 30 minutes, 37 seconds.
Oh, Khloe is going to skip the big chest, and we'll get a little bit of time back by doing this.
Checks 1 through 5 are nothing. Walter using the mirror, going to do the Dark Magician strat. Do those first 5 checks, mirror out of Stalfos' room, come over here to Hope and go right for a key and our 4th bottle. The swag Somaria kick there. That was fun.
Yeah, there are 4 bottles, all of them with some sort of potion in them. We're loaded.
That's the ideal.
Probably don't need any of them with the red mail, and
red
17
mail,
hearts,
sword, silver, 17
Yeah.
hearts. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. But it does mean, I mean, we won't need all of them or any of them, but having them makes the GT climb just so much more comfy. You get to lean on the fire rod during the gauntlet in particular, which is really nice.
Yeah, you can be very aggressive with all these potions and everything.
Question in chat, does Khloe feel behind and do tile room? I don't think that Khloe thinks that they're that far behind. Or far behind enough to do tile room at this point. You never know, though. Right side was empty as well. So this is check number 12, I believe, here in the map chest. It's a red rupee. We continue. Yeah, Khloe made up a little bit of time in TR, but not much. Could make up a little bit more time here if they go full left / rando rush. Maybe Rando Rush will make up time. We'll see. 14, 15, 16, 17. Nothing. Khloe going left to begin. Walter making their way towards Bob's Chest and Ice Armos. 19 through 21. Or
Yeah, this is
18 through 21, rather.
This is probably just the Dark Magician, the same thing that Walter did, but we'll see.
Yep, same thing. So, unfortunately, Khloe not going to make up any time here in GT, likely. Bob's Chest not the answer. That was number 18. 19 through 21 coming here. $19, $20, and $21. There it is.
Last gasp before tile room.
Nobody guessed 21, but Tank Ready was the closest at 20. So congratulations, you win the Ganon's Tower Big Key Guess Game. Doesn't count now. You can't guess it now. The upside to taking a fall in that room is you can just dash through the cannonballs using your iframes. All right, everybody gets some internet points today, some imaginary internet points. You win, chat.
Yeah, we'll send them all through the Ethernet cables to your homes.
Checks in the mail. Nice splash damage there from Walter. Potentially use a potion coming in here to the Lambo 2. Oh, no, we got silvers. Use it afterwards. Nice Lambo 2 with the silvers. You wouldn't think that one shooter would make a room so much more complicated, and yet it does.
Yeah, but those are some nice long-distance snipes there. Oh, and we don't even need to use a potion.
Good guy, Wizrobe.
It's nice. There's, the animation for refilling the magic meter is a little slow, so we'll just pick up that.
Yeah,
that drop there
now. Walter does need a key here, so gets it from the mini Helmas. Khloe has no keys. Khloe skipped a key somewhere. Not going to be bailed out by the big chest. I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, this is not good.
I'm wondering if they're thinking that there's got to be one on the climb here.
Maybe there does. I don't know. I will cop to my GT key logic is not solid.
They might have skipped that the right side pot. I'm not sure. I don't recall though.
That might be it. And now they're hoping that there's one here on the climb. That would feel bad. There goes Walter done with Aga 2. Headed on to the Ganon fight. Looking for the split between these two. Walter using some Kana Burna lag strats. Did not pick up that cape. Was the cape at Graveyard Ledge?
It was at Graveyard, so like the only thing.
French vanilla cape? Would you call that?
Yeah, that and Spike Cave and Hera Basement. Those are the three things that I think Walter did not do.
Walter through the first two phases, halfway through phase 3, is Khloe headed into Wizrobe 2. Silver Arrow's Tempered Sword shouldn't be, and Red Mail, not much to worry about here. Oh no, Silver, my one true weakness. Could be a double here. Oh, it just goes for one. Oh, Fire Rod. Oh. That's two. Could be a double here to finish it out. There it is. Get your GGs in chat for Walter the Fourth, taking game 2 of this series against Khloe Prower, securing the split. We'll be moving to 1-1 in Group C. Finishes in first place with an official racetime.gt time of 1 hour, 41 minutes, and 34 seconds. GG's, Walter.
Yep, GG's to Walter, and Khloe did indeed get a small key here at the end of the climb, so they're okay.
Bailed out. Looks like Khloe is going to finish this out. We are going to be joined by Walter for an interview, but he's going to wait until Khloe finishes, so we'll get both of them at the same time. Nice triple to finish it out there by Khloe. All right, hopefully Khloe will have a nice, solid Ganon fight here. Finish strong. Gets the phase 1 in one cycle. Pulling out the cape. Ought to be able to get a 1-in-1 here. And does. Well done. Nice, gets torch glitch. This should be a double. Just misses the triple, but this will do it. Get your GGs in chat for Khloe Prower. Finishing out this seed. They're going to finish in second place with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 44 minutes, and 58 seconds. GGs to them. And we're going to get both of them in here for an interview shortly. Hopefully. Maddie, fun race.
Yeah, fun race. A lot of stuff to do. Kind of had to scour everything for that cane.
Both of our runners in here momentarily. And we are joined by our runners. Congratulations to Walter and GG's to Khloe. Well done, both of you.
Yo, thank you. GG's.
Hiyo, GG's.
Walter, I'm going to start with you. Your general thoughts on the seed? Anything?
I don't know. It felt kind of standard. We played one race before this as well, so we had progressive item on the lumberjack ledge on both of them, which was kind of interesting.
Classic casual boots.
Yeah, we had mitts in Skullwoods both races too, I think.
If I can comment, like all of my casual boots races so far have had progression on lumberjack. So
it's true. Ours did as well.
That needs to stop.
Well, it's casual boots. What do you want? You know, you start with the boots and the boots. You're like, well, you know, put something there.
I'm okay with required, I guess, as long as we have boots.
Yeah. At least this time you had Master Sword going through there. Fighter Sword Ag is no fun.
But yeah, I mean, I agree with Walter. It was pretty standard. There wasn't much out of the way. Eastern, you could have dipped after you got the required lamp. But, like, it was fairly linear for the most part.
Yeah, not a ton of decision points. Really, the only key decision point, and it didn't end up making a huge difference, was that Khloe, you decided to fake Flipper into Ice Palace. And looking for the cane, and then Walter, you decided to put it off and ended up finding the flippers on Bombo's tablet before going there. Each you want to talk through that decision? Did you, Walter? Did you think about fake flippering in there at all?
I thought about it, but I was just hoping the flippers wasn't going to show up until or at least that the cane would show up first. So when I checked Bombo's tablet, I was prepared to just go into Mire instead. But then with the flippers, it felt like Ice Palace had to be the play instead.
I mean, yeah, I think I made the opposite. I figured I was one item go, and Ice Bomb Jump isn't terrible, so might as well just get it done. And it's not too much of a time loss to full clear Ice. And it sounds like Walter still full cleared Ice anyway, so
yeah, both of you full cleared it for sure. The other question was that I thought was odd, that both of you decided to do left side swamp before the back, one item from go mode, which I think is not usually, you know, it's a pendant, you know, you don't want to have to go to the back if you don't have to, I suppose, but like it does think about, right? I think the more standard play is like, all right, I'm one time from go mode. I'm going to go to the back because it's a little bit faster. You guys just feeling a little bit more conservative there, or trying to zig where the other person was zagging, or what?
I don't know. I was just an autopilot at that moment.
That's fair.
I mean, see, since Swamp wasn't required clear, the way I figure is that, there's 4 in the back, 2 on the left, but it's faster to get the 2 on the left first than get the back and then go back to the front. So I was going in the mind of getting everything, and
I think at that point we knew there had to be at least one item on left side as well.
Yeah, I mean, there had to be something there. Like, something was in Swamp when I found the flippers at that point.
Yeah, really the only other outstanding check there was Hera Basement, which was going to be the last location for both of you at that point, I assume.
Oh, but it's never Hera Basement, so it's fine.
The answer's never Hera Basement. Maddie, did you have anything?
No, I think it was covered pretty well. Just great race from both of you. It was close. It was well played. It's a lot of fun to watch.
I appreciate splitting. Splitting is good. Keeps the group tight. I know, Walter, you and I have to nail down our time, but hopefully get one of our races in tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. And
so splitting is good. You're going to let me split on Tuesday then, right?
Well, splitting is keep the group tight for my benefit is basically what I'm saying. So we'll see about that. But when I in the Challenge Cup, my group almost went 3-3 against everybody, which would have been fun. But I screwed that up at the end. Walla's in chat taking notes as well. GG's to both of you. Fun race comes for, and best of luck in the rest of the group for both of you.
Yeah, thank you, and good luck, Khloe and Tyler Salt in the rest of the games.
Yeah, you as well. Thank you.
So Maddie, a delight working with you today.
Yeah, I really had a very good time. Thanks also to Professor Renderer for tracking, keeping all of those items on the screen so we know what's going on.
Coming up on SpeedGaming Prime here, we've got some Super Metroid rando multi-category coming up next. Later on, we've got there's another Link to the Past Casual Boots tournament race in Group A. Ace Zero versus Winfox 470. That is at 10 p.m. Eastern Time over on SpeedGaming 5. So check that out. Make sure you give our runners a follow and give us in the comm booth a follow if you like as well. Check out the bracket for the Casual Boots tournament. Drosy just put all those links in chat. So for all of us here at SpeedGaming, for Norris Kamadi and Professor Renderer, our runners, and all the mods and admins here at SpeedGaming, thanks very much for watching. We hope to see you back next time. Stick around. We got Super Metroid Rando coming up.